Product provided by Nintendo. I bought my own Switch Lite at midnight, but you'll see why later on in the video. If I handed you a Switch Lite and asked you what your biggest fear was, I think most of us would come up with the same answer. Joy-Con drift was a serious problem, and for some people, still is. It plagued many controllers, and even I was a victim. There was a moment at the airport where my Mario Maker 2 gameplay got crazy because Mario would not go the way I wanted him to go. Mario wanted to go left, and I wanted him to go right, and there was no way I could change his mind. Because whether it was dust or some other obstruction, something got into my Joy-Con and made it drift. Now, Nintendo was definitely aware of this issue, and at one point it ballooned so big there was threat of a class action lawsuit. So it's justifiably scary to think, what if my new Switch Lite caught a case of the drifts? It doesn't have Joy-Con, but does it have the same parts? And could it be susceptible to the same issues? And what would that possibly cost? What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. A wild yellow Switch Lite appeared. For those of you that said, wait, you didn't get the yellow, I got the turquoise at midnight because that was what my Walmart had. They had gray and turquoise, and you know I was going to pick turquoise. But I got the yellow. Nintendo was nice enough to send this thing over, and now I've got to decide which one I want. My girlfriend really wants one of them, but I think I'm going to have to pick and choose. It's just a tough choice, but you got these Switch Lites, and you wonder, are the parts the same? Will we run into a Joy-Con drift issue at some point? Well, Spawnwave did some really good work for us. He took apart the system and found out that the analog sticks are the same. They have a different product number, but they're the same. As far as he can tell, they're the same, which means that they could be susceptible to the same problems. And that sounds worrisome, but you'd hope that Nintendo has worked it out, figured things out of how to make drift no longer an issue. I mean, we've got new Joy-Con coming our way in October, and we hope that they've cleared things up for that new release. But I became worried when I saw this article pop up. It was from Nintendo Soup, and they were talking about the price of repairing Switch Lite analog sticks. Nintendo's Japanese website lists the price if you need to fix a single analog stick on your Switch Lite. Now, currently, an out-of-warranty Joy-Con drift repair from Nintendo of Japan costs 2,160 yen. But guess how much a Switch Lite analog stick repair costs? For the same repair, it is 4,320 yen. Double the price. Now, I hope that they figured things out. I hope that it does not become an issue. I hope that it's double the price because they don't plan on fixing very many. And I also know that it's double the price because it's probably harder to go in and mess with a Switch Lite stick than it is to take a Joy-Con and just pop off the case and get in there and clean it out and do what you gotta do. But if Joy-Con drift comes back to bite Switch Lite, that's gonna be really bad news. We've yet to see what the American prices will be or the European prices will be. But if it's also double for out-of-warranty repairs, that is yikes. Now, I assume within warranty they will fix it, and frankly, I kind of hope/assume that we won't have drift issues with these sticks. But it is curious that they're the same sticks despite a different product number, and it's curious that Nintendo has doubled the cost of repair. Now, another reason that drift is a far more dangerous issue for Switch Lite is because you can't pop those controllers off. The same reason it's probably a more difficult repair. If your left analog stick goes, you're kinda donezo. Yes, you could connect an external controller, but if you're a new Switch Lite owner, maybe you didn't buy an extra Joy-Con or Pro Controller. They're pretty pricey. With the OG Switch, if one of your Joy-Con dies, it's really annoying, but technically you could pop off the other Joy-Con and still play single Joy-Con play and be okay. The Switch Lite does not have that same convenience because nothing comes off. I feel like it's a little dicey because it's not a whole new generation where they've surely ironed out the issues. It's an iterative system that may have some of the same failings as its predecessor or as its parallel. Obviously, there was no way Microsoft was going to let the Xbox One repeat the red ring issues of the Xbox 360, but it hasn't been that much time, and the Switch Lite is definitely not a new generation for Nintendo or for Switch. I've been loving the heck out of the Switch Lite. I downloaded the Ori and the Blind Forest demo, and it plays like a charm, as it should, because it's another Switch, just fits my hands a little bit better, and it's got a really cool color around the screen. I've been playing Celeste Chapter 9 again. It's awesome. I even played some Zelda Link's Awakening. Fantastic. Did something a little bit more difficult with Astral Chain. Loving it. I think the Switch Lite is a wonderful system. I think it's a wonderful option. I think it is a superfluous extra for those of us that already own a Switch, so unless you're a Nintendo crazy, or unless you have a significant other or sibling that really wants to play at the same time as you, it's probably not necessary at all. In fact, it's definitely not necessary at all. But the Switch Lite is an awesome option if you don't have a Switch, if you're primarily a portable player, or if you do have that big family or household situation where you need more than one. It can't dock, it can't do video out, multiplayer is a bit of a chore, but it has the same library, and for that it's awesome, especially at its cheaper $199.99 price point. But I'm telling you, if these beautiful new systems start to suffer the bug known as drift, it's gonna get weird. A harder repair, you gotta get rid of your whole system when you send it in. That's the other thing, you can't just send in the controller and maybe borrow another. Your whole system has to go for repair. It's double the price, the same analog stick. What do you think happens? Do we run into a dire situation of Switch Lite drift, or has Nintendo fixed things and it's gonna be okay? With the same part, I wonder how they could have fixed things. Even though the number is different, if it's the same part, did they really make a change? I'm gonna say it doesn't become a major issue. Now maybe that's more wishful thinking, but I've got a lot of faith in Nintendo, and these feel like such premium portables. I can't see things going wrong that fast, or really at all. It feels like the build quality is fantastic. They're made with care. I love the way they look and play. I don't want to see them go, and I don't think they will, but there's a chance. But I wanted to let you know exactly what's going on. The part's the same, the repair is double, which makes sense given the extensive nature, but it also stinks if the problem becomes rampant. Let me know your take in the comments down below. Do you worry about drift on the Switch Lite, or do you think it'll be a non-factor? Give me your take in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Which color do I pick? I said that yellow was the one on the rise. I've loved turquoise for a long time, and in person they are both brilliant. So which one? You gotta take on that. Let me know as well. Until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I super appreciate any and all support you guys have given me over the last few months. It's been tricky with Gabe not here, but I'm doing my best for you. I'm gonna keep trying, keep working my butt off. I'm like non-stop in front of the computer trying to make videos, trying to edit videos, trying to get you guys the content that you want and that you need, and we're gonna keep it coming. So until next time, thanks again, everybody. I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.